Oh, wait, how are we doing this?
Oh, I don't know. I can start it. This could be it.
No, I mean, I see. Because we're recording right now.
Yes, correct.
Hey, everyone. It's Meso
And James, Mr. Sunday Movies.
from the Weekly Planet.
Podcast and podcast.
We just do a podcast. I'm
That's
pretty
correct.
Sure. Today we're going to be talking over the top of Jurassic
Talking
Park.
over the top.
Jurassic Park. You didn't even give me a chance to say the name of the film.
Sorry.
Which is Jurassic Park, the first one.
People know that it is that probably.
Oh, because they read it in the description.
Yeah, I assume so.
Thanks for downloading this somehow.
Should we get into it?
Yeah, we should. How do they know when we're
Okay,
going?
so what's going to happen is I'm going to press play and I'm going to say, as I press play, play, and then we're going to watch the movie and we'll say some things as it's happening and then hopefully you can line it up. And then we'll stay in sync. We'll be like the band NSYNC, except with podcast. You can be Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
I'll be Joey Fatone.
Okay, great.
Let's do
It's
it!
worked out well for me and not for you. What have you done? The singing bee?
Yeah, which was
Great.
an Australian. This doesn't matter. All right, hitting play now. Okay, Jurassic Park is. So we've got the Universal emblem coming over the front.
Yep.
Let me just
Good start.
crank the sound on that.
Yeah.
There we go. You hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Excellent. Okay. So
Does that make you think of quality, the Universal logo?
Yes, not really. I don't really. I can never remember what they make. To be honest. Okay, it's
Jurassic
faded
Park,
to black,
that's it.
and Universal Pictures presents.
There we go.
So hopefully we're all synced up, like the band NSYNC.
Oh,
I'm
yes?
Joey Fatone. Just so we
Okay, great.
establish that.
You definitely
Yeah.
did, yeah. solo career's
What did you
going
say?
fine.
Does Universal, is that a quality?
Yeah.
No, I don't really know. What are you associated with?
Yeah, again, nothing. Just Jurassic Park, I think.
I can look it up right now.
No, don't do it. No, we don't
Alright.
have time. There's no time for editing here.
You're right. Good
Hmm.
point. Okay. Now, I saw this, when I was a kid, primary school.
Uh-huh.
It just blew my mind.
Oh, yes?
And what about you? What was your memory of Jurassic Park? They're gum trees.
Yeah, that was my memory of Jurassic Park.
Now, I'm fairly certain that the guy, and I read this somewhere, spoiler alert, I guess.
Also, first of all, I don't know how well this is aged. If I'm perfectly honest with you, those guys wearing the Jurassic Park helmets, they look like they're wearing really cheap Jurassic Park Halloween costumes.
Well, a lot of the stuff you see in this, the merch,
Oh,
is,
it was
is
actual
real
merch. Okay,
yeah.
right.
I mean, I don't know if you could get a real Jurassic Park helmet, but
Mm-hmm.
safety hat. Yeah, you're right. They don't look like real helmets. But apparently the guy who...
Mm. This looks like a parody of Jurassic Park. I'm saying it straight up.
The guy who gets eaten here is...
Yes.
I think he changes race, like in different shots.
Well, we'll see about that, won't
yeah,
we?
but I can't remember whether that's true or
Is
not.
that one of your Jurassic Park facts?
No, that's a vague thing I may have heard. This is also filmed in actually I
Maybe
think-
his race stayed the same, but your perception of race changed.
Oh, it may
That's
have,
what
you
changed.
know?
You became more and less racist, depending.
What do you think of bloody Robert Muldoon?
Look, he's not a smart man, is he?
No, he's for a
Yeah.
guy who knows a lot about raptors. That's a dolphin squeal, by the way. That effect, that sound. They got a lot of real animals
Oh.
to make the noises. Yeah. Don't you get the sense of danger from any of this? Or are you
No,
just
because
like,
there's a lot of guys with a lot of guns.
Oh, okay.
What do you...
I never understood, like, that's solid concrete, right? I
Uh-huh.
don't understand how a raptor could shift this.
First of all, are you going to say raptor every
Yes.
time?
Raptor.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, this seems really dangerous.
This is
like,
the first and only reference to a person named Joffrey in the world up until Game of Thrones.
I
Did
think
you know
that is absolutely true. That gate should really be automated, shouldn't it? All right, let's see if this guy changes race. Same race.
Yeah. Still the same.
I think this is one of the things that isn't real. It's amazing the rest of the other one isn't trying to get out or... I'll work her back.
What did
I
you
never
think he
knew what
said?
he said then.
Oh.
Did you saw this at the cinema, obviously?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
This
You know,
guy.
I think it may have even
Nah,
been a
this is-
school excursion.
Oh,
Like, we
really?
all went to see Jurassic Park.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy didn't change race at all. So I apologize.
Wow.
Yeah. Great opening though, right?
Look.
Opening, right?
Oh, you definitely opened. The movie definitely opened. You're right.
Yeah.
Great suit on this guy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
this
look at
is
that.
Dogson. Have you read the book?
Look, I have, but it's been a really long time.
Yeah.
And all I remember was weird, like, computer menu options. Like, there's a whole scene, we'll see it later in the movie, where the kids are hacking into the computer system.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's Gennaro, not Dogson. What am I saying? Sorry, go on. Yeah.
and you just see like there's a lot of pages.
Oh, there is, isn't
of
there?
Weird like menu systems that we go through as
You are
as the reader.
absolutely correct.
Mm.
It's actually a pretty good book. I think he started it in the 80s, Michael Crichton, the early 80s.
Uh-huh.
But I don't remember, I barely remember this. But he probably should have watched this before.
No.
But he what was I going to say? He couldn't get the concept right
Uh-huh.
until like the late 80s. And then he pitched it to Spielberg, was like, "Oh, what are you working on?" or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, I'm working on this Jurassic Park." And Spielberg's like, "I want to make that." So he made sure that he was the first to bid and he got the rights.
Right, interesting.
And whatever. So yeah.
I think he bid with an actual dinosaur skull that he just happened to own. Later, Nicolas Cage tried to purchase that back with the disastrous results. I'm going to cough. Hold on one second.
No problem. No editing here, guys.
And we're
Just
best-
get the coughs.
We're good for the rest of the 2 hours. Unless I need to cough again immediately.
Yeah. By the way, this amber mosquito thing,
Uh-huh.
apparently not real. Like you couldn't get any dinosaur DNA from it or
Oh,
anything
wow.
from it. Yeah.
You just ruined my entire suspension. Why didn't you do that right at the end? You could have said to me right at the end, "Hey, remember when we saw the fly trapped in amber?"
Mosquito.
Not possibly. Mosquito.
I mean, it could be trapped in amber. That part is true.
Right.
But yeah.
Sure, we've all been trapped in amber at some point in our lives.
It's the Han Solo in Carbonite of the bug world being trapped
precisely.
in amber. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This is some good skeleton stuff. Apparently this like rekindled like people's love for paleontology, and they had like record numbers of people applying at universities and whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And what they probably would have done is they would have accepted those applications and they would have put them through the course, and then at the end they would have handed them the degree and the doctorate or whatever and gone, "Oh, by the way, we've discovered everything. There's no work for you. I'm sorry." What do you think of a neckerchief? Is that his signature neckerchief?
It is. He wears it all the way through. I think it's a look that he would have.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like, because it's hot. He's in the Badlands.
Mm.
Yeah. He does change his shirt though.
Does he change those?
Look at that
chinos?
mullet.
Oh, okay. This is what we're here for. This is what we are here for. We're here for men in mullets and sunglasses posing.
Yeah. And people explaining how technology works.
Yeah.
Look at this. I remember being really impressed by this at the time. But now I don't think you need to shoot a shotgun shell into the ground.
No.
I think you can just scan it.
Nowadays, it's just a pistol.
Look how
bullet.
short that guy's shorts are.
Oh yeah,
So
God,
good.
he's so good. I want to know the story of that guy.
That guy could fit in now. If you saw him now, you'd be like, yeah, that's what people wear now, don't you think?
Absolutely.
What's with is that to keep the glare off the TV?
Yes.
Very good.
He's all about the hard work. He doesn't like the technology.
No, he doesn't. He's not going to like all the dinosaurs later then, is he?
Well, he'd be torn because he loves dinosaurs. But he
That's
hates the technology that built the dinosaurs.
Oh, man, yeah, you're right. What do you think of his accent?
I like the way he says pubic bone, certainly.
Because he's a New Zealander. Yeah, he's good, right? I find his accent slips a bit.
Yes.
But this kid.
I like how the whole crowd parted there. Like not one person turned around slightly and said, "Shut up, kid." Whole
Yeah.
crowd parted. That is a level of respect for children that I've not encountered in a long time.
Well, it was in the 90s when every kid was like listened to and told that they're the greatest.
That's true. And every child had a skill that no matter how obscure would save the day in the end.
Absolutely. If it was roller skating, you better believe you're roller skating off the back of a brontosaurus. Yeah. See, this plays in later because this actual attack occurs at Muldoon.
But he didn't learn this lesson.
No, because he should have scared Muldoon with this story.
Yeah.
Also, velociraptors were like as big as
I'm sorry, what?
Velociraptors.
Okay, great.
Where do you want me to say it?
The regular way.
Raptor.
Yeah.
That's like the Australian way of saying
I'm
it.
fine with that.
Yeah. But they're like as big as turkeys.
That's
Like they're
embarrassing
not
for
really,
them.
they're not really, yeah. So they kind of changed it up. There's another type of raptor. He's just traumatizing this kid.
Why is he scaring this child?
Because he hates kids.
I guess so. Because up until this point, he has no idea that dinosaurs still exist.
Who is this kid?
I don't know.
Like, whose kid is
Look,
this?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But he's just
You're right.
unnecessarily traumatizing this kid.
Yeah. I saw
Watch
that
out for
kid-
the dinosaurs that we definitely know don't exist right now.
You'll love this. Harrison Ford was asked to be Alan Grant.
Ah, that would be so good.
Yeah,
He'd be the king of so many franchises.
I know. It would have been he would have killed it. But apparently this is on IMDb that he is glad he turned it down. But
Sure.
it doesn't elaborate.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he says that
Because
about a lot
people
of
might
things.
have liked it. And he'd have to interact with people who liked the thing that he made. And he cannot abide that.
We just missed the whole thing where they were like, kids suck. He was just talking about kids not being great.
Oh, yes. Do you think he'll learn to love kids?
Huh?
Do you think he'll learn to love kids over the
Nah,
course of the
definitely
adventure?
not. I think
great.
he'll throw one in front of a bus.
Great.
Yeah. You actually went on a school trip to this.
I think I did. To Jurassic Park. The
You would have
actual
been
park. I was nearly killed.
Maybe 10?
Maybe something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Did you like it?
Yes.
You bloody loved it, mate.
Yeah. But again,
How did Hammond get in here so quick? Shifty.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Sean Connery. They wanted Sean Connery for Hammond.
Oh, wow. God.
This guy,
What a bizarre parallel universe Indiana Jones that would be.
I
Except it's
know.
paleontology instead of archaeology.
he what was I gonna say? I can't
Something
remember.
about Sean Connery?
You know, Attenborough. Richard Attenborough is this one? Because there's
Or-
David and Richard.
Sure.
This is Richard.
You're thinking of Richard Roxburgh.
I am.
Anyway.
But this guy was in The Great Escape and whatever. He directed like Gandhi. He hadn't been in a film in like 15 years. Like he's a director. He's
Yep.
dead now. But yeah, he hadn't done a movie in ages.
So he's a director and he's dead now.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Two facts.
You'd think he'd get more press because he's a zombie film director.
But
And specifically, I also have a second site, which I'm not going to tell you about, which has more dinosaurs on it.
secrets.
Yeah,
Did you read the second novel?
I did not.
It's alright. I edited that cough out.
Okay, right. We need a cough button.
Oh, we
That's
do.
what we don't have.
You're right.
My cough button is when I'm about to cough, I'm going to point to you.
And I'll
You
say
stay-
cough button.
No, you stay totally silent, and then I'll cough, and then you just blank it
Okay.
out.
All right. Fine. Are you serious about the cough button?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at certain points, I'm just going to point at you, and you're going to stay silent as if I'm going to cough, but then I won't cough. It'll be a funny laugh. We'll have a good old time.
That people would just think it's dead air.
Yeah.
Love it.
That also covers for the points when there actually will be dead air. So,
Would you go with this guy?
yeah,
You would.
because he seems insane. And when he says, "Oh, I've built dinosaurs, I've got my own dinosaurs,"
He doesn't
or-
say that.
Yeah, I know,
yet,
but
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
A Jurassic Park.
it's a bowling park.
You know how Clive Palmer, Australian lunatic politician,
Yes.
made a real Jurassic Park that's not actually a real Jurassic Park. It's just shitty animatronic dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's in Queensland or whatever. Looks the worst.
And he wants to build his own Titanic.
Oh yeah, he does too.
Yeah. Anyway, I was at the end of the story.
That's the end of the story.
Great.
Would you go to a park that's just animatronic dinosaurs? That's not going to be good,
If
is
I
it?
was promised
In
some
Austra-
danger.
Oh yeah.
So he's willing to fund
Yes.
this trip.
Yeah.
He's willing to fund. He's going to. They
He's
go on the trip.
yeah.
Fund this for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
But surely, if this is a success and dinosaurs exist,
Pointless. Yeah.
it's pointless for him to continue to do this for three more years.
Well, we could talk about that
Oh,
or
yes.
later.
Oh,
Because
yes.
I don't think they're actually accurate representations of dinosaurs, a lot of these. And they talk about that
Oh.
more in the book.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is Dogson. In the book, he plays more of a role.
Oh, yes.
He does more espionage and he's in the second book as well. Like he goes to the second island, I think.
Oh, he's one of the few villains who lives.
Yeah. But I don't think he actually goes to the island in this one. In the book, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody Dennis Nedry.
Great shirt though. I love it. Wish I had one.
The guy he hasn't had a lot of movie stuff. This guy, is he? Wayne Knight, a little bit.
No, that's true. You're right.
He's great in Seinfeld.
Well, exactly. He's been typecast.
He lost a lot of weight though at one point.
Oh. Well, then he's not as funny.
That's
That's what
that's the curse.
Danny McBride always says.
Oh right.
When he's about to do a show or a movie or something, it's a comedic role. He gains weight because he's funnier when he's fat.
No one wants to see Danny McBride looking in pretty good shape.
Correct. Yeah.
Unless he's like Chris Pratt handsome.
Yeah.
Which he is not. Apparently that's a real shaving brand.
Oh yes.
Yeah. God, that was piercing, that laugh. Wait, is that
Yeah, the
shaving
cream.
foam?
Yeah, shaving foam.
Did you just put that on a...
Yeah, on somebody's pie. They're gonna eat that. Probably have a bad
the
tum-tum.
hell? I never even noticed
They're
that.
gonna have a bad holiday, those guys. Yeah.
Good continuity there. Next scene, wiping his hands down. Look at that. That's bloody attention to detail. That's why Spielberg's one of the greats, mate.
Because of hand wiping continuity.
Absolutely.
Oh, fine, good.
Musical score, Mason? Care for it?
Well, now you've pointed it out. See, I can't give you an accurate representation or an accurate opinion on that now, because generally speaking, I will only ever notice a score if it's
too much.
If it's too bad.
Yeah.
If it's bad. And this now that you've pointed it out, it already feels like too much. Like
I
nothing.
think it's one of John Williams' best.
Yeah.
He's the best in this.
Yeah.
He's great. I'm going to give you another Dr. Malcolm casting choice.
Oh,
that
yes.
might have gone with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that could work. Okay.
Would it have been anywhere near as good?
No, you're right. Yeah, it's Goldblum all the way.
I think this is perfectly cast, this movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And perfectly shot, would you say?
Well, some scenes, sure.
Sure. This one that's clearly on a soundstage?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's perfect.
Jeff Goldblum's the best.
How could an adult not have heard of chaos theory? An
It's
educated adult.
That's a really good question. Somebody...
Here's what I'm saying. There should have been a child there that he could have explained chaos theory to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does explain it later. That's a good point. Like, Ian Malcolm doesn't need to be there. He knows nothing about dinosaurs.
Yeah. But he's a very sexy presence, isn't he?
In the book, he's got like thinning hair.
So if
he's not that sexy.
No, so if they, the dinosaurs escape,
Yeah.
and like guns don't work,
Yeah.
you try sexiness,
Yeah.
right?
And it works to an extent.
Yeah,
In the book, he dies,
yeah, that's right.
but then he comes back.
In the sequel,
Then it turns out he didn't really die.
Ah, right,
But
right.
like when that book ended before there was a sequel, yeah, he was dead.
And Muldoon lives, maybe.
Yes,
Or
he does.
slightly longer.
No, he does. You're right. He
great.
does. He shoots the leg off a raptor.
With a rocket
With a
launcher.
rocket launcher,
In this,
correct.
you know what? That's a better move.
Yeah.
In this, what do they got? Little shotguns, little taser
Yeah.
things? Rubbish.
Exactly.
Leather
Look at this
blazers.
foreshadowing. Two female. Can't go together, but life finds a way. Seatbelt ties up.
Oh, is that deliberate?
That's I think it's deliberate. Do you get it?
I guess.
Foreshadowing. Look, you know what? He doesn't even need it.
Yeah.
Do you wear your seatbelt on a plane?
Yeah.
You
Safety
wouldn't.
first, mate.
You would, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably should. That's a great score, right? It invokes wonder and awe.
No, see, you've brought attention to it, and now I just find it really overblown. They're just
And
landing
look
a
at
helicopter.
this. They found a real like giant waterfall. Like I assume all this is real. Like that's amazing.
Well,
they
this
made
is too
that.
this is too early in the history of cinema for
Yeah.
CGI waterfalls. So
That's very true.
no, but see, it was too much.
But
They're
it's-
just landing a helicopter.
You don't know nothing about wonder at all, mate. That's your problem. Look how much wonder
It's
and awe.
interesting though that as you look at all the films,
Yeah.
what they keep in and what they cut out.
In terms of-
like when Jurassic World comes out,
Yeah.
which it might probably already be out by the time we release this.
Nah.
All right. Maybe it'll never come out. Maybe all copies were destroyed before it was released.
Look at that. They would have had to
you
put that
wouldn't-
helicopter
you
going
wouldn't have-
up.
You wouldn't have dwelled on the helicopter at all. You would have just had it land. You
Yeah.
would see it land and the people get out.
That's a really good point. No, this movie's like 22 years old.
Also,
so-
again, and you look at all like I always go back to like old James Bond movies and stuff like that. You just see him walking down the hall, and then they really dwell on it. It's like down, 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 down.
I guess at the start of this, they're emphasizing the location, the remoteness, the fact that it's all closed off and it's secure, what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Oh, there
yeah.
we go. They're talking about it now.
You definitely will not be killed.
He's more of a hero in the book, actually, this guy. I think he still dies.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe he doesn't. But he's not like a slimy lawyer.
Oh, right.
Yeah. In your face. Yeah, do you think all of this...
All right, so they had to find a golf course. You're very... You're right. They've really nailed that.
No, this
Definitely
is all...
dwell on the golf course.
No, this is all Hawaii.
Okay.
Which
Well, they found Hawaii.
They found Hawaii.
Great.
So you don't think any of this is necessary? You think they could have just rolled up?
Oh.
Tell me how you think this CGI holds up.
Okay.
This guy does good wonder and awe. Almost as good as a John Williams soundtrack.
Yeah. I didn't think he had to take the sunglasses off like that. Could have just taken them
Yeah.
off.
Do you notice that part as well? That plant.
Yeah.
She's a plant specialist.
Uh-huh.
How did they recreate the plants? They don't get into that.
Also a really good point.
Prehistoric plants.
Mm.
What do you think?
Given that this is like the first...
It is
the first one
literally
of this.
it is literally the first time they did a living creature with CGI.
Yeah.
This is literally
There
it.
is a good amount of detail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It definitely this stuff always looks better in the dark.
yeah.
But that's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's very 90s, isn't he? He looks like he should be on the cover of like a Nintendo like golf game.
Yes.
Do you reckon? Like a putting challenge.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
So much wonder and awe. We're gonna make a fortune on this place. Oh, with this place. Thought I knew, Mason. I
You didn't know.
Apparently they run faster than that.
Ooh.
I don't know how they work that out. Something to do with footprints, right?
Oh, sure, yeah. Footprint. And they just check their speeding fine. Like they found some 65 million year old speeding fines.
In
It's
amber.
like, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it in movies when they say the name of the movies.
Huzzah! That's what you say. You say huzzah.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Do you think they should bring
Wait.
back dinosaurs? You've heard that on the kazoo, haven't you?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Melodica, I think.
Melodica, sorry. You're right. They're moving in herds.
Are you
They
one of
do
those
move in
people?
herds.
You're one of those people.
I'm going to
aren't
do
you?
it as we go.
God. Oh, yeah, just say the line every time. Great. Fantastic.
I'll show you.
I will walk out. I will walk
Oh,
out
no,
of this.
so I'll stop. Do you think any of this is sound scientifically? Like the
Well,
fences and stuff, probably.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Trees, I've seen those before. Concrete.
Yes, all solid. Have a look at that building.
Yeah.
Could a T-Rex get into that building?
No,
I want
sure
you to bear that in mind for later.
Okay, great. Great. For starters, the door's too little.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine,
If you will.
yes, imagine being here as a kid, like your parents have shelled out to take you to Jurassic
Sure.
Park. You'd be so bored here. You'd be like, "Ugh, what are these dumb skeletons? I don't care. Why?
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be incredible to watch a kid.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's what they kind of do, though, in this, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the first part of the tour.
Ugh.
I know.
No, absolutely not. You've got their money.
Yeah.
Just show them the dinosaurs and then kick them off.
Does this mean he was going to do this for every tour? Like is he running the tours? Do you know what
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
saying?
so. That's true. Well, he's a bored billionaire. Why
Yeah, I
wouldn't
guess
he?
he is. God, you're right. Just get to the bloody dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's how a business runs, right? You get somebody in, you get them to pay for the product, you kick them out. So what you do is you charge whatever you charge for Jurassic Park,
$10,000 a day.
$10,000 a day. You get them in, you show them the dinosaurs immediately. They see all the dinosaurs, they leave. You get more
Get the
people
hell
in.
out.
Yeah,
You're right. You treat it like the zoo.
exactly.
Mm.
And I mean,
Oh,
sure,
Mr.
maybe
DNA. Love him.
maybe he wants some children to learn or whatever. They can learn in books on the way out. Tell their bloody story walking.
But I'm sure there's people who would be interested in this side of it. But I'm sure you could just read this on the website
Hmm.
from 93.
Sure.
So in the book as well,
Mm-hmm.
there's more of this. Not like the Mr. DNA, but like explanations as to how they did it and coding and DNA
sure,
and
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
and so
Crichton
they
was
just
big on that sort
they
of
just
thing.
compress this into
Yeah.
this thing.
Do you
And
think
it's-
Crichton was on set and they're like, look, we're going to have to get rid of some of the boring stuff. And they just physically held the novel in front of him and they tore like 100 pages out and threw it in the bin, just right in his
yeah,
face.
we're keeping the helicopter landing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many mosquitoes would there be in tree sap? Like preserved, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like all cheesy and that as well.
Sure.
Like, mm.
I'd call them Jurassic Pientists. That'd probably be confusing.
I remember even when I was a kid, I was like, how do they get from blood to an egg?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right, uh-huh.
what's the in-between bit?
Frogs.
Yeah,
Frogs?
that's
It's
right. They
frogs,
just
yeah.
plug in frogs,
Yeah.
which makes... But like, The Lost World is also about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is all show.
Yep.
Like, they actually... A lot of the dinosaurs are bred on the other island, just in the open, and they just grab the ones they need or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And I don't remember whether they touch on that in the many or not. But like this is
Oh,
all...
God, look at it. Oh, so good.
That's some
It's
lawnmower man shit.
CGI DNA strands and also virtual reality. Oh, they just put it all together.
And in, what was it, Jurassic World, they don't do any of this. They're like, we don't need any... it's just all genetics now.
Right,
It's
yeah,
just all
exactly.
like-
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure there's also nanotechnology. But yeah. That's a pretty good cartoon, isn't it? It's one of the best.
No, it's bad.
Again, it's supposed to be bad and whatever.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Kids would love this.
Probably didn't need to put the safety barriers down. That's moving slow. You could probably just stand, right?
Did he say auto? He said autoerotica.
You said autoerotica. You believe he did, yeah.
Okay.
You know what they should do? They should charge, like if it's $10,000 a day,
Yeah.
and then you charge, if you pay another 50 grand, you get to eat a dinosaur egg omelette. They seem to have enough.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very boring park. You're right. It's weird. All these people leave.
Just screaming tantrumy kids.
Yeah.
Just Also, how many people are they expecting to go through a day? Like that was.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he comes back to Jurassic World, right?
Yeah, he does.
He lives.
He's the only... Yeah, he disappears after this.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's only got like 2 minutes of actual screen time. Or dialogue or something. He looks great though. That dude like hasn't aged at all.
Yeah. Is that BD Wong?
Yes, it is.
From Law and Order.
Correct.
1 million seasons of Law and Order.
He would have been pretty young here, eh? That's a pretty good robot arm though.
I'm sure.
It's one of the best.
That's actually Anthony Daniels getting some some work post Star Wars. He's just under it, sticking his hand through.
Tell you what, there's some bloody good animatronics in this. So Hammond here insists that he's here for the birth of every one of them.
So what you're saying is
He wasn't going to be here for this. That's what I'm just going to
oh
say.
yeah, definitely. And also, I would assume because he's an eccentric billionaire,
Yeah.
if they are going to be born and he's not there, he insists they're all killed.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they're just one's about to be born. Where's Hammond? Or he's on break. Okay, crush it.
In the book as well, Hammond's a lunatic. Like, he's really sinister. He's like, in this, he's kind of based on, you know, the kind of fictional kind of Walt Disney.
Uh-huh.
But in the book, I'm assuming is like real life Walt Disney.
Oh, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of that is exaggerated.
The Walt Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's probably just a guy.
Let's assume the worst.
That he's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, there's no substitute for like real animatronics, is there?
What about real people?
No, yeah, I guess. You're saying there's no substitute for real people.
Correct.
I guess that's probably true.
Yeah.
Snatched. Because technology doesn't like him.
Yeah. You're so creepy, Goldblum.
They could have just neutered them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
did they have to
Yeah.
chromosomes and whatever?
Yeah. They could have also... Look, and this has probably been pointed out literally millions of times at this point, but they could have put in a little poison capsule into all the dinosaurs.
And do what?
And if they cause trouble, you just flip a switch and they all die.
Yeah, or like a bomb in the brain.
A bomb in the brain would be too dangerous for... I thought about that, but for park patrons, too dangerous.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
one's on you,
Yeah.
you
and
can't set the bomb off.
Can't set the bomb off, exactly. Probably more trouble than it's worth, ultimately.
Okay, with chaos theory. right?
Imagine, what if Jeff Goldblum were Neil Armstrong? That's one small step for a man.
That's amazing. David Duchovny does a great Jeff Goldblum. I don't know if
yes?
you've ever seen it.
And he's here right now. No, he's not.
I'm a sex maniac.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, a chance for you to bust out your classic David Duchovny impression.
This is insane. Like, why would you keep this? This is crazy, right? You can't even show them to anybody.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least have them behind a glass wall or something.
Right,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess in Jurassic World it kind of makes sense. Well, it doesn't, but it's like it's a shark. They're feeding it a shark.
Yeah.
And you go, well, sharks are...
The best thing.
Yeah, well, sharks are... They're fish, first of all.
Yeah.
And people don't have as much compassion for fish.
It's true.
But also, people are like, ooh, sharks are dangerous. But like a defenseless cow.
Yeah.
So bad.
But do you see what I mean? Like when I say, why would you keep these? Because
yeah.
you're not showing them to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I wonder what excuse they're going to have for having them in the next one.
Hmm.
I'm a bit worried these raptors
Yes.
are a bit played out.
Oh,
Do
sure.
you know what I mean?
They're
Yeah.
like ninjas or zombies.
Yeah, exactly. Because they've had them in every movie.
Yeah.
Might just turn the sound down on this in case it's coming through the headphones. Okay. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still hear things.
Thank God. Great outfit. Look at those bloody socks, mate.
Oh, look at those. Look at those high-waisted cargo shorts. Oh.
Look how trim he is, though.
He's real trim.
bloody-
Well, you can't get a lot of people. Very few men can get away with a tucked-in short-sleeve safari shirt into some very high-waisted cargo shorts.
This guy, I can't remember his name, the actor's name, but he was in. Do you remember the Steven Spielberg's The Storyteller?
Yes.
He was in an episode of that. So I'm
Oh, I
assuming
see.
that's how he got this.
Right.
They actually get more. Jesus. What was I going to say?
Oh, look at that leg up. He's the alpha here.
He
Tell you
bloody
what.
oath is. Oh, didn't you say? Do you think there's a chance Chris Pratt could be related to this guy?
No, I probably said that. If
Yeah.
it's plausible, then yes, I said it. If it's totally implausible, no.
Yeah. I don't think they need to be related, but yeah, it could be.
Hmm.
Yes, they do.
Shorts.
He's dead, that guy, by the way.
Oh.
I mean, in real life.
Oh.
Man. See, I would be hungry. I'd be like, yeah, I haven't eaten.
Mm.
Was that salmon?
That is a very important question to ponder, I think.
I'm assuming this isn't the whole
No, your regular
Tour.
patron would not get this.
the
'Cause they'd
John
steal-
Hammond sit down meal.
Yeah, they'd steal the plates. Yeah. Do you think all the food has wacky names?
Definitely.
Yeah, you get
Like
some
Jurassic Bark and it's a dog.
Jurassic Pork.
Oh, okay.
Who's eating dog? What is wrong with you?
No, I'm just thinking of that episode of
What,
Futurama.
oh, okay. I was thinking that maybe you think that on this particular island, it's out in international water, so there are no laws.
Absolutely.
So they just
he bought an island in Costa Rica. Like,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be allowed to do
so
that.
he's just slaughtering dogs and feeding them to people. He's like, how about some Jurassic Bark?
Look, I don't think there's, like,
Oh.
intelligence-wise, is there that much difference between, like, a goat or a cow and a dog? And I love dogs. I have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
What are you eating right
No,
there?
I'm not
What
saying...
is happening?
No, look, I would never eat a dog. But I'm just saying...
Well, you wouldn't now because you're full of dog.
How did we get on
I
this?
can't remember.
Oh, God. It's a great scene, by the way. Good convo. He's great in this movie. And he's great in Independence Day, and he's going to be great in Independence Day 2.
Big call. When is that coming out?
Next year, I want to
Okay,
say.
right.
It's amazing that he's
This
right.
is sorry.
It's amazing that he guessed, like, this was all going to go south.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
specifically how.
You know what's good about this is you've got this scene where he's saying you're slapping it all on a lunchbox.
And he's slapping the table.
No, yeah, well that obviously, but also that then Jurassic Park went on to sell literally millions of lunchboxes.
Yeah.
They call that in a like a narrative. They call that hanging a lantern. on
of
it.
course, yeah.
Where you go, you know, here's the problem here, and then people's brains accept that and move on.
Oh,
But they've
okay.
done it live in real life here, where they're like, yeah, it would be weird if they're selling all these lunchboxes and then here's some lunchboxes.
You're absolutely right. Are you a big fan of hanging a lantern on it?
I guess I am. Yeah.
I find it varies. I remember in the latest Transformers movie, they were
Yes.
like, they took a tour of an old cinema, and it's like, now everything these days is sequel this and 3D that. I'm like, no, that's not okay. Just because you're drawing attention to what this is, that doesn't make this a good movie.
Yeah.
So that annoyed me. But with
What
this, I'm
about
like,
what
it's
about? I'll give you another example. What about 22 Jump Street?
fine. Okay.
That was quite good.
At the end,
No, the whole thing.
yeah,
The
absolutely,
entire thing
yeah.
where he's like, you go out there and you do the same thing, exactly the same, do it again. You know?
No, I loved that. I
Yeah,
thought that was really good.
It's there's doing
It depends on
well.
the quality of the film in general, obviously.
Precisely. And the quality of the neckerchief.
That's a sweet neckerchief. Do you... Okay, where do you stand on bringing dinosaurs back?
I'm in favour of it.
What if it goes south?
It's never going to go south. There's no evidence. No one in their right minds could ever conceive of a scenario in which bringing the dinosaurs back to life could go south.
I'm with you, though. I don't think it would go south. Like, from in this perspective. Like,
Yeah.
this is a very poorly managed park. That's why this went south.
There's one
Computer guy.
There's one
Who's
computer.
clearly disgruntled.
Yeah, and there's one there's one.
That's Walt Disney.
No, it's not.
I think he was dead.
Okay, right.
Sorry.
And there's one dino trainer guy, Muldoon. There's that one guy, that
Yeah.
one wrangler.
Everybody, this is the whole lot of dudes in hard hats. Kids in movies, man.
Yeah.
These guys are right, though. And she knows the Linux system.
Oh, she sure does.
Yeah. In the book as well, Tim's older,
Yep.
and he is the Lex and Tim character, and the girl's just a little useless girl.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Also, notice those they're not actually on tracks because they're just actually just real cars.
Oh, sure. I've seen real cars before.
Yeah. Watch her get excited about a CD-ROM. No, they don't. See? They're not connected. Or do they?
And they're off center.
Interactive CD-ROM, Mason.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that flat screen monitor. That thing's 4 foot thick.
I remember in Carter. Do you notice as well Tim is like subtly dressed like Alan Grant? See?
It's not subtle at all.
Sorry, I shouldn't say subtly.
It's really obvious. That's the really obvious visual gag there.
Pretty good.
I don't think you know how movies work.
This kid was in The Pacific as a grown-up boy.
Huh.
Yeah. Can't remember his name. But he was supposed to be, he auditioned for Hook.
Oh,
He's
yes.
going to be the kid in Hook, but Steven Spielberg was like, you're too young, but you can be my next thing.
Interesting.
And then he was in this thing.
Oh. How'd that work out for him?
I don't know.
He
He's
was in
dead.
the Pacific.
Yeah,
He's not dead.
No, he's not. He's fine. I tried to watch The Pacific. I couldn't get into it. I liked, what's it called?
The Pacific.
No, the Band of Brothers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Boo. So creepy. I don't like any of that. Also, in the books, he's much older and they're not in a relationship. And I guess in this, he's much older,
Sure, yeah.
but they are in a relationship.
Yep.
Make of that what you will.
Mm.
Yeah, I bet you forgot Samuel L. Jackson was in this, didn't you?
Yep, every time. Every time. In fact, the other day, a friend of mine was watching it and said, I always forget Samuel L. Jackson in this. And I said, oh, absolutely right. And now I forgot again. It's been less than a week.
This is his real hair, man.
Amazing.
I know. This is like in his Pulp Fiction kind of era. This is when
Yeah,
he just bloody exploded. Like, how old is he here? He looks 50 here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But he'd have to be, what, 40 maybe?
Who knows?
Yeah, cars are pretty good, aren't they?
They're great.
By the way, they had guys in the boot driving the car. That's
Yeah.
how this worked.
Uh-huh.
They're not on the track, Mason. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, this is more awe-inspiring than the big CGI train that goes through in the Jurassic World trailer.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they built a giant bloody sign, mate. What do they got in there? King Kong. Do you hear that,
Probably
Mason?
dinosaurs, Goldblum. I don't know if you know anything about Jurassic Park.
The movie or the video games. Yeah. Actually, Spielberg as well, he wanted to make like a modern kind of King Kong. And that's where this kind of stemmed from.
Interesting, okay.
I think it's better than King Kong.
Well, there's certainly
All
more
versions. Huh?
of them. There's certainly more of them.
Yes. Wait, more King Kong movies?
No, there's more dinosaurs
Oh,
than there are King Kongs.
I think there's an equal number of King Kong, and no, they wouldn't be. There'd be more King Kong movies. There was the original one, and there was the 70s one, and there was the modern one, but there's also a bunch of like King Kong versus whatever. And,
Sure.
yeah.
King Kong versus Abbott and Costello. King Kong versus Depression era economics.
I never understood.
King Kong versus the MP3 player. I don't know.
I never understood how they'd pit like Godzilla against King Kong.
Yep.
Because they never kind of explained why King Kong's enormous. Because he'd come up to like Godzilla's knee, maybe.
Yep.
Look at that smoking. That's when you could smoke in a bloody movie,
The
mate.
90s. Just smoke in the office.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you like sparked up in an office now? God.
Oh, so good.
Look at this guy. I don't understand any of that. Do you understand any of that?
No.
Why would you hire this guy?
Exactly. Also, you have all the money.
Exactly, just pay him enough.
Yeah. Or pay someone else enough.
Yeah.
Pay someone who isn't clearly a slimy evil man in the interview. Hire a different person. We've just got 640k of memory. That's all the RAM we have. Blame Bill Gates.
This is such a poorly managed park. Like in terms of seeing things.
Yeah. Ultimately, what they probably should have done is attempted to run the system without anybody on it. Considering the trucks are automated, wouldn't have had to put anyone in there. Test it out, then see how it goes, you know?
If they do make a new Jurassic Park, you should
I'm listening.
be the person who runs it.
Okay, great.
And I'll take care of the menu.
Okay. Oh, no.
You know what's interesting about this scene, aside from all the dinosaurs?
Yep.
It's a lot of
I haven't
bolts.
seen any dinosaurs yet.
Correct.
Whatever.
This was shot in Hawaii on location, and when they come back later at night, it's on a soundstage in California. So they replicated it. It's pretty good. Bloody feminism, Mason.
Oh, no.
Oh, the bloody
I don't want to hear about one of your
feminazis.
famous rants.
If you want to see some good feminist rants, anti-feminist rants, you should check out that Bad Backs video.
Oh,
that I
boy.
that I
Yeah.
did. So much good stuff. You also see a goat in the new Jurassic Park trailer. They bring up a goat and the T-Rex eats it.
Oh, yes, sure.
Almost like a homage. And by homage, I mean the exact thing that
The
they
exact
do
thing,
here.
because people who are children now haven't seen this one, so they can just do the same stuff.
Exactly.
Ugh. No, she's fine.
Do you ever dabble in vegetarianism?
No, I did not.
Veganism?
No.
Cannibalism?
Yeah.
You ever eaten a dog?
Yeah.
Okay. That goat looks like me. In the books as well, and
Yes.
this is sort of hinted around in this because the way they replace it with the frog DNA,
Yeah.
they're not. A lot of these dinosaurs they make to look like I think this is in the books. They make to look like what people think dinosaurs look like.
Oh, interesting.
Does that make sense? Because
Yeah, okay.
they should have feathers and be certain sizes or behave a certain way.
Yep.
But they're just like, they're probably a bit like this. This is what people want to
Okay,
see.
sure.
Like people don't want to see actual dinosaurs. They want to see what they think.
They don't want to see
dinosaurs-
giant chickens. is what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah. People
I
want to
understand.
see what they think they look like. Yeah. And so a lot of it's guesswork, and stuff like that, and the way they work it in. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Chaos theory is going to be explained to an adult.
Everybody listen.
Here we go.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, sure. That doesn't explain anything.
That's just like. I mean, I understand the concept. He's very touchy.
Good God, he's so. Wow.
He's good though, isn't he? Like he's very natural.
As a creep, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. These guys actually dated for 2 years after this.
Huh.
Yeah, and then she married Ben Harper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's good.
Yeah, look at this guy. This doesn't prove anything though,
No, but the butterflies.
because the car's moving like you said, and
Sure, yeah. He negged her with that imperfection in the skin line. Oh, he's good.
he's the original of the game.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, these are cars 4 and 5 or whatever it is, or 3
Yeah.
and 4.
4 and 5.
That's 5 probably. Yeah.
Yep.
That's good as well because it implies a larger fleet of cars.
No, actually, it's a clever prank. It is only
They're
it is
always
only
looking for 1 and
They're
2.
always looking for 1, 2, and 3, but there's only 4 and 5. Just a little thing to keep everyone busy.
Uh,
It's the classic prank.
it is. Of course she'd bloody put locks on the doors. I mean, come on. That's some bloody early 90s videos if ever I've seen one.
How does he justify shaving cream at his desk?
Look at his desk.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. I don't think they literally mean that like a T-Rex turned into a bird.
I think they literally mean to turn into a bird, like in a puff of smoke.
I'm assuming it's like the smaller dinosaurs evolved into birds, but like a Triceratops did turn into a finch. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. You're saying that a Triceratops turned into like a flock of finches
Yeah, that's right.
in a puff of smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the first dinosaur stuff that they shot,
Is that important?
or maybe even the first shot.
Ooh.
And they were like, if this doesn't work, then none of this is going to work.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
But that's bloody. Look at that.
Good.
And that soundtrack. I don't know if you notice it, Mason.
I guess it looked pretty like there was a little bit of, foam on its mouth there. And it's got severe diarrhea at the other end.
Look at that, like the cracks in the horns.
Yeah, it's pretty
all
good.
of it.
Yeah.
This is,
Would it have cracks in its horns, though?
I don't know, it's probably like 5 years old.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
But I don't think it's full size, actually.
Do they fake age the dinosaurs? Is that ever
I don't-
revealed?
I-
Do they accelerate the
I'm
aging?
not sure, to be
Because if
honest.
they
I don't
accelerate the
think they might,
aging,
actually.
then maybe there wouldn't be cracks in the horns.
Yeah, good point.
I like to nitpick.
You do.
Unnecessarily.
There was a shot that could take your hand off. Look at that.
Yeah.
Spielberg took a photo of this, which turned up on Facebook a few years back, and someone was like, this poacher took down this Triceratops and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And of course, most people are like, haha, good joke. But some people are like, that's a living creature and you've bloody, you've taken away one of God's creations or whatever. People clearly not, that's weird. People clearly not like, oh, how could you not know that? It just blows my mind. This is also explained in the book Why It's Sick more. I can explain it to you now if you want.
Please tell me. I would like to know. In the meantime, I'm going to make fake
No,
things.
okay, so it's got like this certain thing on its
Is it
tongue.
because it has a paleo diet? No, okay, tell me.
Very good. But so it's saying it doesn't eat these berries.
Yeah.
But it is the berries that's making it. They're saying that because they don't find any of the berries in the waste.
Yep.
But what they do, the dinosaurs accidentally eat the berries because it would eat a pile of stones, and that would help digest the food in its stomach, or just like crush
okay,
it
right.
up. So they find a pile of like smooth rocks.
Uh-huh.
And so she works out that it vomited up. It ate these berries and stones, the berries by accident, and then vomited it up.
Interesting.
And that's why there's none in the in its crap and
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. So I've bloody solved that mystery for you, haven't I?
Thank you.
Everybody
Appreciate
listening
it.
at home. That's insane. What's happening?
Yeah, just get everybody out. Except for the people you invited.
Look at that swagger.
Look at us. Just swaggering towards a pile of dung. That is classic
Oh
Goldblum.
yeah. That made me laugh as a kid as well, because I was like, yeah, you said shit. I saw a thing with her. It was probably just on IMDb, where like kids like refuse to shake her hand.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But apparently this doesn't smell like anything. It's like covered in like honey, and it's like oatmeal and all sorts of.
Okay, right.
So it's just,
Yeah.
that's a lot of shit to
It's the
come
Back to the Future manure.
Exactly. Look how much that wouldn't come out of that dinosaur.
No, that's
Look
more
at the size of it.
Yeah,
That's like a 6 foot pile of shit.
yeah. That's
How
obviously
did it
Jeff
even make it
Goldblum.
that? Yeah, but
He's
how-
pretending he's like, what's this? I've never
did
seen
it
this
climb
before.
a tree and like make that pile?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. There was like a touchscreen just then, but you missed it. We can't go back though.
You know I love 90s touchscreens.
I know you do. These bloody slimy lawyers, mate.
Why did he even get out of the car?
Oh, sorry, bloody Mr.
It's not on a rail because I'm not an idiot.
He's in it more actually as well
Mm.
in the book. Just more boring stuff about Jeeps mostly. About what kind of Jeep he has.
Sure.
What kind of Jeep he wants to get.
Some of the instruction manuals for the Jeep just laid out there in the book. Repair manual, all that.
See, you can't fake water, man. That's some solid real water.
It's liquid real water.
Very good.
It's not solid at all. You've made a terrible mistake
I
there.
have. This is also a poorly conceived plan.
Mm.
He could have just left when he leaves next time.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
why does he have to do it in the storm on the boat?
Yeah.
I don't know. What else do you reckon was on the tour?
Mm.
Oh, you're so ominous, Samuel L. Jackson. Just chill out, mate. Why are they not suspicious here?
Yeah.
Like, is this having a stroke? What's happening? Like,
I think maybe he's
he's being nice and...
he's been doing this for months. Like whenever he goes up to the vending machine, he puts this
It's the
on.
long con.
It's the very long con. Yeah. Like
Okay.
just in case somebody needs him to do this.
Yeah. Also, he invents the meme as well.
Oh, he does too.
Yes, I saw that. I think it was on a Screen Junkies video.
Uh-huh.
That's some good stuff, mate.
Mm.
This is where the movie gets good. I know you loved it all up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 kids.
What?
You see one of his kids in the next
Well, that
one.
makes sense. He's got 3 kids that he knows about up top. Yeah. Rooting around.
He's way less cavalier in the next one.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, oh, this is all... I mean, he thinks everything's terrible here. But
Yeah,
he's,
sure.
Because his kid's there.
Uh-huh.
I like the way the character actually progresses.
Mm.
But he's like, no, this is not fun and I hate this. Nothing's a joke. I'll kill you.
Yeah. So why no Goldblum in Jurassic World?
I don't know.
Why don't we get any recurring characters?
Well, we get... Well, Alan Grant's in... Oh, no, sorry. I thought you meant Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, no, I think they didn't want to shoehorn it in.
Okay, right.
And it's probably for the best, to be fair.
I think they should have shoehorned them all in.
Apparently Stegosaurus is spelt wrong here. And there's one there, which is the Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus, one of them.
Uh-huh.
And that's not a real dinosaur.
Fun fact, Brontosaurus is a real dinosaur again.
What?
Yep.
What do you mean?
For a while, they were like, oh no, the Brontosaurus isn't real.
Yeah.
Well,
Because it was a
they
composite
invented-
of other dinosaurs.
Yeah, and they were like, it's actually the Apatosaurus we're thinking of.
Yeah.
Turns out they're both real. Yeah. How do you
Lo
like
and
that?
behold.
Yeah. Tune in next week when it will probably turn out that the Brontosaurus is not real again.
So we got Gallimimus Tyrannosaurus Velociraptor. I'm just trying to see what else I have of this part.
Tyrannosaurus should have 2 N's in it.
Oh, very good.
It's a lot of spelling mistakes. Stegosaurus wrong.
Yeah,
Don't know what that is. Probably wrong.
Metacritically. How many dinosaurs do we see in this? I can't remember. There's ones at the start with those big kind of long horn heads you see from a distance.
Oh yeah, Hornheadosaurus.
Hornheadosaurus. So Brontosaurus is a... Man, that blows my mind. Man, remember when you couldn't use a phone?
Oh yeah, you can just call anyone you wanted at any time. Yeah.
And you have to be stuck in a car with a weird mathematics
Yeah,
lunatic.
on a rail, a weird rail car. It looks like a real car, but it's on a rail.
Because he's not good with technologies, Mason.
Yeah, I know, I get it. That's his thing.
Why does he have to shut down the fences? So he can get out.
Look, it would make more sense if I was paying more attention.
Here's
But
a
I
question.
refuse.
How'd they turn the cars around?
It's a good point. That is a good point. Are they on a loop?
I didn't see no loop, mate.
Yeah.
And there's at least, 5 more dinosaurs they're going to go past?
Yeah.
I guess that's why you had to shut down all the fences.
There's probably a really big turntable. Is a
Yeah, I
turntable
guess.
mechanism at some
Yeah,
point?
like a bloody tram or a bloody train, mate. I know what a turntable is. A lazy Susan for
Yeah, Lazy Susan.
for cars.
Except there couldn't be because you'd have to go back on the exact same rail. Oh, wait. Unless it went 4 and 5, then 5 and 4. Okay, right. Maybe that's how they lost Cars 1 through 3. They were just like, we can't turn them back.
Oh, well,
Just leave them.
we're rich.
Yeah.
Look, just take the money out of Nedry's salary.
He'll understand.
That's Oppenheimer. Did you see that? He's got
No.
Oppenheimer on his computer. See, you wouldn't trust that guy, would you? He's got. I get the feeling, Mason, this
Yes.
man will get his just spat in the face by a dinosaur.
Oh, yes. Classic.
I feel like this is longer than 20 minutes it's going to take for him to get killed. Because what did he say, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I remember as a kid pausing that to see which way the sign pointed
Uh-huh.
before he hit it.
Oh, yep.
I think it's that way.
Okay, great.
Who built that? Come on.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. I like how he can... That's cool how he talks with the cigarette in his mouth. Don't smoke, but that's cool.
That,
He made that.
that's
That's
meme is so
amazing.
dank. Such a dank meme.
This is like the most natural Samuel L. Jackson I think will ever be again.
Does he at any point have a freak out in this?
Not really.
Even
Like,
when
that
he's
was he
killed?
kind of freaked out there. No, you don't see him get
Yeah,
killed.
yeah, that's what
he
I'm
was
saying.
supposed to. There was a scene where he was going to get chased down,
Yeah.
but he couldn't come back and film it for whatever reason. So they just have his
I reckon he
arm.
did come back and film it, but he's totally Samuel L. Jackson to the max. And they're like, we cannot
because he
use
did
this.
Pulp Fiction in between.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like, oh, no, we can't.
Yeah.
See, do you think though if they rolled up the cars backwards,
Yes.
people would have been like, "Why are the cars backwards?" Like, see, it's a shame that they both get a movie after this each.
Yeah.
But they never talk again after this.
Yeah.
And they're great
I
together.
was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I would like Goldblum.
Adventures of?
Adventures
Maybe
of,
an
yeah.
animated series?
Yeah. No, live.
No, yeah.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah, man, absolutely.
Original odd couple situation. Their fortunes turn down and they have to live together.
They both write, books about dinosaurs that tank?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Two broke scientists.
There's not a lot of water in that. I don't care where you're from, Mason.
Yeah.
Where you're from. It's not important.
Okay.
Do you think there's too much build-up?
Not at the time. I didn't think there was too much
Yeah.
build up.
I think, in total, yeah, I'd know this for a fact. 15 minutes of dinosaurs in this movie.
Okay.
6 minutes CGI, 9 minutes animatronics.
Hmm.
And originally, they were going to use Go Motion, which is like a...
I'll ask the question. What is Go
Go
Motion?
Motion is like, do you know what it is?
No.
It's like an updated stop motion. I can probably
Oh.
quickly, which is, it's defunct.
Fine. I'll look it up later. I'm sure it's great.
Believe me, it is. It's actually pretty good, but
Yeah.
it's probably best they went with
Oh,
CGI.
I see. It's the reverse of stop motion. That's very clever. People naming
Yes.
things in the modern era.
Very
Very
good.
good.
But it just looks like a fancier kind of stop motion. It's not that much of a step up.
Okay.
But Spielberg wanted the fluidity. What an idiot! Do you hear what he said then?
Maybe it's the power trying to come back on. Yeah.
The big. How slow is this T-Rex, by the way?
32 miles an hour.
That's how fast it is.
All right, but how slow is it? I don't know.
Because you hear it thump,
Yeah.
but it's like really far apart. Does this look like a set?
Yes.
There's that shot that you hate, Mason.
Yep. Not quite.
Not
but
quite.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah.
It's a variation. Oh no, none of the volts are getting through. That is like shit hot. Like, I'm sorry, is that just me? Oh, lawyer.
Why would you get out of the car? What is wrong with you?
There's a lot of things in this scene where I'm like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
And that is definitely one of them. Can anybody use that toilet at this point? Also, notice how he sits in the middle.
Yeah.
He would be saved
Yeah.
if he had a sat in either of those two other ones.
Interesting.
Because it's the only toilet that's standing when
Oh.
it gets knocked down later.
Right.
I'm just saying, man, this does not look like a set, right?
I feel it looks kind of like a set.
Really?
Yeah.
Only because you know.
Yeah, I know.
Because I bloody told you. CGI, what do you think?
Pretty good. Solid.
Definitely helps us at night.
Yeah. But there's even a little light on it. Look at
Yeah.
it. Yeah, the shadow looks good.
Great noise as well. Apparently that might actually be true. It's true
Okay.
for a lot of animals, but
Sure.
regardless, and the way that people have got around this is
Yeah.
it must have had a cold
Right.
because
okay.
it goes right up to them at one point and
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
can't see it. Why?
That being said, is a T-Rex going to attack a car? How does it know there's people in it?
I don't know because it's bloody doing stuff.
Oh, because it can smell it because the doors.
Maybe.
Yeah.
See, look at that. That's great sharp movement.
Yeah.
And look at the eye dilate here.
Yeah.
You'll see it in a bit.
Okay.
Never
I'm
mind.
looking forward to it.
The sound makes a lot of this work.
Mm.
See, it dilates when it looks into the torch.
Hey, that's solid
That's
work.
great, eh?
That is good, yeah.
I wonder if that's CGI. CGI?
Oh, computer generated eye matronics. You know what throws me a little bit? There's no lip movement. When
Okay.
it doesn't have any lips, strictly speaking. But see, it's just the jaw.
Okay,
It's just
sure.
chompy
No, I can
chomp,
see that. You're right.
You know, it'd have a little bit of
Yeah.
lips going back and forth.
In
The
this,
breath.
it's apparently it's really as it would get more rained on, the skin would get waterlogged,
Right,
and that
right.
wasn't supposed to happen either. It wasn't supposed to break through,
Okay, right.
which is terrifying.
Yeah.
But because even if that's not real, like
Yeah.
you don't want to be crushed by that.
No, you don't want to be crushed. That would be a bad day at work to be crushed by an animatronic dinosaur.
Just sit there.
Yeah, good work.
Classic. Look, I can definitely see the seams in this scene now,
Sure, yeah.
but it's still great.
yeah.
So you can see like when it's between the puppet and the real,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you kind of know.
But
But
I don't
anyway,
understand why would it be chewing at the bloody...
I don't know because it doesn't know what's what, mate.
I guess so.
But it yeah, so it would get waterlogged as the because it couldn't work with water,
Right.
and it would it would throw the weight off, and it would just like shudder around and like
Oh,
spring
okay.
to
Sure,
life when
yeah.
it was off.
Uh-huh.
See, that's great. Yeah. Oh, Goldblum. Very clever. Why does he do this? Apparently, Jeff Goldblum recommended this scene to get put in.
Oh, yes.
Like, because he's like,
Because he's the hero?
He wanted a better way to go out. But he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
He's not running very fast.
No,
I
no.
would be... You couldn't even see me. I'd be... He's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
If you had been in any other toilets,
Uh-huh.
fine.
Yeah.
It's like they wanted him to die.
Comeuppance! Chomp.
He's not really that bad.
No,
a
he's
guy.
not at all, no.
I
but
mean, he
somebody
ran
has to
away,
die.
I guess, yeah.
But who wouldn't want to run to the toilet? You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. You are not okay. This is bad. All of this is bad. Oh my god. It's good, right?
Great.
That's good, right?
Oh, yeah, it's all great. You're going to just keep asking me that for the next,
this is
the next hour?
that I think are good.
Name another character in a movie, like a big movie called Tim. In the next, in the subsequent 20 odd years, character called Tim.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
No, I knew you were going to go there, but it was
Tim Minchin.
No. All I'm saying, it's an unpopular name
For
adults in
movie
movies now.
characters.
Yeah.
No, but like I know a lot of people called Tim. But
Sure.
yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right.
Think about it.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Mason, I feel like, is a name people use a lot in movies.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's a cop and his name's like Action Mason or something.
Sure, yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe that's not a good
Yeah,
example.
no, yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you read my novels then? Dangerous Sexy Cop, Action Mason.
This is also a CGI car. Not now, but it will be.
Sure.
Or maybe it is now. It's hard to say.
The CGI is so good.
It's so good. I put like this and Jumanji in the same camp
Uh-huh.
as terms of CGI, but this is much better.
Mhm.
See, that's a CGI car, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
How did the T-Rex get out of the pat? I'm thinking about this for a sec.
Okay, sure.
So there's a big cliff there.
Uh-huh.
The T-Rex came through the fence, but there's a cliff. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because he just walked through.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Movie magic.
Maybe everybody should have got in that guy's gas-powered
Yeah,
car.
absolutely. You know what? At this
Yeah,
point, he
God.
probably doesn't have to say gas jeep, considering all the power's been shut off. Just say bring a jeep. And
Jeep.
you know what? If Muldoon isn't clever enough to realise that he wants him to take a gas jeep, then maybe
Maybe he's not the man for the job.
we're not the man for the job.
Yeah.
Like, imagine he's like, Muldoon, take a jeep to rescue my children, and then he gets a call from the carpool, and he's like, this jeep's not
Listen,
going
yeah.
anywhere. I don't
I don't
understand
know whether
it.
it's me.
Yeah.
Or...
Did you give me the right keys? Is it?
So this guy, it's been over 20 minutes, right? Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
missed the boat.
Yeah, figuratively and literally.
In the book as well, they see raptors on the boat,
Oh,
and so they're going to leave. So another factor of them having to get back, like Alan Grant and the kids,
Yeah.
is that they're going to get to the mainland.
uh-huh.
I think that might be in the first one. It might be in the second one, but I'm fairly certain it's in the first book. Apparently, Wayne Knight, actor from
sure.
this and The Punisher,
Uh-huh. Yep.
the second.
Where he's
Punisher.
microchip.
Yes, the third Punisher movie. Did you hear that noise? There was like a little wheep.
No.
When he slipped, like a comical little.
Oh, like a chemical. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Interesting choice.
That's fun. It's a fun little twist there.
But he hated filming.
Spielberg.
This. Yeah, he did. No, he hated filming this scene
Yes.
because it's just mud and water
Oh,
and whatever.
absolutely, yeah.
But he liked, like, after seeing it, he's like, oh, this is great,
Oh, well. That's Wayne Knight for you.
isn't it?
Whinge on the day. And then afterwards,
Thanks,
stay
man.
drinking in the glory. You know? What are these ones called?
Dilophosaur.
Okay, great.
But they didn't have a frilled neck and they didn't spit acid.
Oh. So the two things here,
Yeah,
the two features, didn't have either of them.
correct.
Well,
Also,
I think you would think though that Hammond would just engineer that.
Yeah, exactly,
Just for
yeah.
giggles, just
That's
to make
what
the
I'm
park
saying,
more
yeah.
dangerous.
yeah,
Hmm.
just yeah. Let's make sure the kids can get out of the cars.
Yeah,
First.
just in case a child gets out of a car accidentally, or like messing about, we want it to be hypnotized by a little dinosaur's frilled neck and then spat in the face with poison.
This is a baby one as well. They
Yeah.
grow much bigger than this.
Uh-huh.
Also, in the book, there's two T-Rexes. There's like a mid-size one and a massive one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or it's like a babyish one. T-Rex, yeah. It's kind of puppety, I guess.
Mm.
In your face. Don't taunt a dinosaur.
Nah, taunt a dinosaur. What's the worst that can happen?
Surely he would know what that dinosaur could do as well.
Exactly, because he's working the security protocols and the blah blah blah, and it would say build in this extra feature because it's got frilly neck and spitty acid spitty.
It's gonna spit right in your bloody face.
Yeah.
He makes a fatal error here of turning around and looking. Watch,
Yeah.
watch. See?
Just get right in the car. What were you doing, you goose? You're such a silly goose. Oh no, that is a
Oh, your bloody shaving foam, mate. How you gonna eat your pancakes now? He's safe. Ha ha! How'd it get in? Was like waiting for him.
Probably
Did you only open one door?
yeah, but he probably got in while he was distracted with the other.
But why?
Because there's more than one of them.
I don't think that's true.
No, there's heaps.
I always thought that was going to play into something else.
Oh, like maybe somebody would steal it in a post-credit sequence.
Yeah,
They would find it and run off with it, or
exactly.
maybe it'd be in a sequel.
Yeah,
Never was though, right?
No, never played a part.
Mm.
Also, this is the same tree as later that they're in with the Brontosaurus.
You've got so many Jurassic Park.
I'm not even looking at my thing.
I know.
Um,
You just know about trees in movies.
But it was it's just like the other side of it.
Uh-huh.
So it's a fake tree. It's not a real tree. If you thought it was a real tree, you're an idiot, mate.
But I stake my reputation on it.
Oh, very good. What do you think of this action scene that features no dinosaurs and just trees and cars?
Well, I couldn't say, but here's the thing: I do not remember it at all. So I'd say that's a
When
pretty
was
good,
the last time you
pretty
saw
good
this?
indication that I didn't care for it. I think when it was the movies.
Really?
Honestly, don't think I've seen it
Oh my god!
since then.
So overall, you're just like, this is fine.
Yeah.
You're just completely not fussed by it.
I'm not fussed at all. Yeah, which is the best thing to do a commentary on. I feel it's something you're not fussed about.
Something you don't feel
There's
passionate.
no stakes in this at all. I feel great. Yeah, no memory of this whatsoever.
Wow. What do you remember? Like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, do you know roughly?
There's no rocket launches, is there?
There's not a single one.
No, I just remember.
There's shotguns. There's pretty sweet
shotguns. Yeah,
shotguns.
sweet shotguns. Yeah, no, I understand. I remember that.
That's embarrassing. That's what he should have said.
Yeah.
How embarrassing for you.
Mhm.
See, we just saw San Andreas, right?
The film
This-
San Andreas.
Yes. This
Th-
and
that
the place.
this reference is not going to it's not going to age well because nobody will remember it in
Sure.
a couple of months' time. So we saw a film called San
Yes.
Andreas with a rock in it.
Yeah, and there's a car rescue scene at the very start.
Yes.
This is better than that.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's just kind of... There's CGI and whatever, and this is... I don't know. There's stakes here. I like this kid. What do you think of the kids in the films, actually? Because you hate kids.
Yeah. You got my number there. Not super annoying, but they haven't been in it enough yet.
Yeah,
for me
and
to make
that's
that
the
judgment.
perfect...
That is the perfect amount of time
Yeah.
for a child to be in a movie.
Yeah.
Very little.
Mm. You know what? They should have climbed around the other side of the tree.
Oh, yes?
Do you know what I mean? Because the car's falling.
You know what? You don't always have time to think of all the options.
I do.
Oh, okay, right.
But that would be... I'd be like, what's the quickest way out of the path of this tree?
Oh, yep.
Away from the tree.
Yeah.
Man, this is such a good car rescue, like comparatively to the movie
Sure,
San Andreas, which I'm sure everybody now owns on Blu-ray.
Mm.
Do you think you could outclimb a falling car?
No. Wow, that's really... No, I disagree.
What?
I think people should track down the now classic film San Andreas, now classic disaster film, and watch these side by side, and whatever future technology you have that enables you to do that.
What about that?
Dead. They're both dead.
It's in this. They're in the sunroof.
Oh, yeah, good point. No, I'm going to say San Andreas car cliff rescue is better.
That's outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I love it. Hey,
I'm
see
known
that
for saying
car? And you're
outrageous
like,
things.
nice car.
Yeah, yeah.
This is another classic T-Rex moment. You ready for
Oh,
it?
yeah, I'm ready.
Mm.
Also, nobody packed long pants. I appreciate that it's night and it's in the middle of a storm. Just keep wearing your shorts.
You know what also you should do?
What's that?
Let's say there's a T-Rex loose and you can see that the fence is down.
Yeah, yeah.
Just turn up with really bright lights and just start screaming.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't carry any weapons.
They know a lot about pieces of Gennaro. They must
Yeah.
have really... Oh, look at those... You're right. Look at that. No low pets. There'd be so many mosquitoes as well.
I know, right? It's Costa Rica, man.
No, very good. He doesn't mean that. He's being sarcastic. He's being ungrateful. How much? Real Jurassic Park. How much would you pay?
To go to real Jurassic
Yeah.
Park. Is it this Jurassic Park?
No.
An actual, like a functioning Jurassic Park
That you
isn't
like.
dangerous.
No, it's dangerous enough. But like you see,
It's dangerous enough.
You see dinosaurs and stuff. I mean, let's say it's the Jurassic World Jurassic Park
Yeah.
without the one that they make that,
that kills
that
everyone.
kills everyone.
$8.
See, she knows that this is
$8.
$8.
Yeah.
What? I'd pay like $5,000, maybe $10,000.
$10,000 well.
Yeah.
I think I could definitely hold out until prices have dropped.
Oh, okay.
significantly.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be the first. Oh, I forgot to say this before.
Also, would I get to shoot a dinosaur?
Absolutely, you could.
Great.
Dog for breakfast, shoot a dinosaur.
Nice.
Dog for lunch. Yeah, you know the bit with the cup and it had the ripples?
Yeah, mhm.
That was one of the hardest like practical effects to pull off.
Oh, yeah.
It took him months to like work out how to do it because Spielberg said, yeah, just I want rings in the cups.
Oh, okay, right.
And it was like, apparently it was like the night before.
Yeah.
And the guy who made it had just figured it out. He sat a glass of water to a guitar, plucked the string and it did it. And he's like, oh, thank God. So
Yeah.
this looks great.
Right.
I mean, in my mind, from
Sure.
memory.
Sure. Here we go, though. Oh, no. That did feel like a stagehand pulled aside all that, all that
Definitely.
foliage.
Yeah. He says must go faster like he does in Independence Day.
Uh,
Did you see that tree?
I saw the tree. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Finally figured out how cars work. Great.
Well, he's British.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
it's the wrong head. It's the wrong side of the
Yeah.
to drive on for him. He's pretty happy with himself.
Yeah.
That looks like he's sitting in front of like a projector.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Would you be happy with the experience if you went through this and you lived? Would you be like, that was worth it? Or would you be like, hated all that?
Yeah.
What a story, though.
I guess. But who are you going to tell?
Me.
Oh, yeah, good point.
On this podcast.
Yeah, true. That's true. I could get a couple of minutes of content for a podcast from my almost death experience. You're absolutely right.
That would
Sorry I
make a
ever
great
doubted
story.
you. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a Jurassic Park could work. If they can get zoos to function. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It's just like a big zoo.
It's like a big zoo.
It's like the movie We Bought a Zoo with Matt Damon. Did you ever see that one?
No.
He bought a zoo.
How'd that work out for him?
Presumably it went all Jurassic Park on him. No, I don't know. Same tree, Mason. Same tree.
Oh, it's the same tree.
Very good.
Probably stay up in the tree till morning. If I
I
was
would
them.
definitely stay up in the tree. Though were all the fences down? They don't really specify. Like pulled down.
Uh-huh. I don't remember this part. Do you know why?
Why?
Boring. It's a bunch of boring garbage.
You're about to see a dinosaur sneeze on a little girl. What else do you want?
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Oh, also, you know he said monsters?
Yeah, yeah.
Spielberg didn't want to make this like a monster movie. He wanted to make it like a...
Lame movie. A lame educational movie. Sounds about right. Good
No.
one, Spielberg.
I
Steven Spiel, nerd.
I can't believe how much you don't like Jurassic Park.
I'm not against... Look, it's got some pacing issues, I think.
Yeah, fair.
The special effects are fine.
His bloody raptor claw. I keep saying it different ways. He lost his hat. I
He did
remember
too.
seeing a trivia thing where like he's sort of like Indiana Jones. 'Cause
Right.
he's, in another movie as well, he pulls his hat down over his head and he sleeps. I think it's the third one.
Okay.
But he actually loses his hat and he doesn't get it back.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's a similar kind of hat.
Mm.
And I guess if that was Harrison Ford, that would work. Because you'd be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
true.
because in he's not
He's
the
a
same
different character because of his hat maintenance.
and his neckerchief.
Yeah. His hat status changed, so he can't be Indiana Jones.
There's a lot of dad stuff in early Spielberg. This isn't
Yeah.
early. This is probably mid Spielberg, would you
Right,
say?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I've said this before as well. There's a lot of these kind of movies in the 90s, like this and Jumanji and a bunch of other stuff. And like Hook. It's like dads should spend more time with their kids.
Every single one of those, his dad should spend more time with their kids. You're absolutely right.
I'm sure there are other examples.
Mm.
But yeah. I think Spielberg, he's got a lot of kind of father kind
What's
of...
E.T.? What's the moral of that one?
There's no dad in that one.
Oh,
So I don't know
so
whether
it's be a
that's-
dad.
Yeah. This is all
Actual
real stuff,
merchandise,
yeah.
great. Yeah. Oh, I love the slow pan. This is all the things you can purchase.
There we go. There's more of it.
Oh, so good.
There was so much merch for this. Do you remember?
Yeah. Now, do you think this? If we were to look on eBay now, and I'm not going to because that would involve thinking and working.
I don't want that.
But do you think if we were to look that stuff up, would it be really expensive or dirt cheap?
Dirt cheap.
Yeah.
We should look it up.
You do it.
All right. Fine. Do you want to hear John Hammond tell a story about fleas?
Do you mean Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I do not.
Okay, the Flea family. That's what
Yeah.
yeah.
So, this is John Hammond's flea story. Everyone settle in.
Okay.
Jurassic Park merchandise.
I love that this is the dead spot.
Oh my god, look, you can get the shaving can.
How much? How much?
$300.
What?
But it also functions as like that clips out and everything. That's great.
Pretty good. So you could put like drugs in there.
Absolutely you could. But if I saw that, I'd be like, wait a minute. Like I recognize that.
Yeah.
I can't see any original merch. Jurassic Park vintage t-shirt, but it's vintage in kind of
Oh, it's a vintage
inverted
look.
commas.
Okay,
commas. And that's like $30.
Mm.
Key rings, Genesis games.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Jurassic Park button from 1992, $5.
Do love buttons.
Jurassic Park Sega Genesis poster.
Ooh.
Jurassic Park on Sega Game Gear.
Anyway, let's get back to this movie.
Oh my
And this
God.
story about fleas.
I survived Jurassic Park. This is a cavalcade of things I'll never buy.
Because you couldn't choose between them all.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's actually a solid Jurassic Park game. We played one, which we're probably gonna have to play again. But
After swearing we would never play it
Yeah.
again. Yeah, no, we'll do it again.
and there's also the platforming one where you can choose between being the raptor and the
And Alan Grant.
and Alan
yeah.
Grant.
Uh-huh.
There's like a park builder one.
Mm.
The Telltale guys did, they did like the Walking Dead games. They did a
Oh, yeah.
Jurassic Park one.
Oh,
years back.
interesting.
Apparently it's just okay.
When is it set?
Couldn't tell you.
Great.
I think it's during Jurassic Park,
Okay.
but you're a different character
oh,
or something, I think.
Sure.
You had one guy, one disgruntled computer nerd that you clearly hated and he hated you. God.
Now, hang on, what was the story about the flea?
Okay, so he when he was like younger.
This is great for people who are actually watching the movie. I don't need to know. I'll look it up later. It's
No,
fine.
not tell you.
Okay.
So he was like this showman
Yeah.
in this like traveling show, and he had like a flea circus,
Yeah.
and it was basically like a little automated trapeze,
Yeah.
and like it would jump from a little diving board that would spring, and then the little water would sploosh.
Uh-huh.
So there was no actual fleas, obviously.
sure.
It was just like,
Uh,
and he's like, oh, but I wanted to make something real or whatever, so I made a Jurassic Park.
it's quite a leap.
It's a massive leap.
Yeah.
So,
One day I woke up and I'm like, last week, and I'm like, I'm sick of doing this flea
do you
stuff.
see that light in the background, the top left?
Yeah, I see it.
That's a light, right?
looks very much like an actual spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like, but what I don't know is I want to see the movies that are his progression.
Right. Sure.
Like maybe he has like a rat in a maze.
Yeah.
And then he has like a dog pound.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, you know.
And they all end in disasters. Like the dog pound, all the dogs end up eating each other. The rat just smashes into maze walls until it dies.
It's weird in the second one John Hammond, he's just about like the preservation of dinosaurs and that.
Uh-huh.
That's what that one's about.
Okay.
So they want to keep Site B, the other island,
Yeah.
just human free.
Right.
All these, this is. I mean, I know this scene like nothing really bad happens in it, but
Uh-huh.
you wouldn't do any of this. I wouldn't touch a cow. Would you touch a cow? No, I've touched a cow. I could tell you some stories, mate.
Yeah.
You know, cow tipping, not a real thing.
I know, right?
Yeah. So anybody who's ever told you that they've tipped a cow is a liar. Mason.
Wow. Cop that child.
Ah. That's Gaia.
Yeah.
A hacker. Remember that was a thing?
Yeah, that's a term we don't use anymore.
No. Please explain it. Oh. Do you notice those eggs are slightly different than the eggs that they had?
I've noticed a lot of things in this movie.
Is that one of them?
Yes.
I'm assuming it's because they used ostrich eggs and these are just new to them. Like you're new to a dog. Why do you need to? Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
fix them. You bloody fix them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's idiotic. All of this makes no sense. Snails can actually do that. They do it every time they meet. You probably don't want to know this.
No, I
two
really don't.
snails meet and they're like, "Oh, where are we at? What do you want to do?" And then they kind of choose sex and then they go at it.
Great. What a great story.
I know. Life finds a way. Oh, I didn't mean that. I wasn't trying to do that. That just happened.
Oh.
Love a bit of that. That's what's
Yeah.
that painting called? The God touching the man painting.
It's called the
did
God
it.
touching the man painting. You nailed it.
I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, you reckon? It's the morning. Like he's probably gone. Imagine if he did turn up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah.
What happened? What did I miss?" Mm. I want to hear this.
Okay. There, good.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he was against enacting the lysine thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. It's,
Like because this would be quicker, obviously.
yeah.
But the lysine effect, if it's something they can do instantaneously,
Yeah.
seems safer.
It does, doesn't it?
But I don't
Maybe
think it
it's-
is.
No, I think it's they just run out of lysine. Yeah.
So they're just going to wait it out.
Yeah, just wait it out, yeah.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah. Hold on to your butt, Samuel L. Jackson.
I think they explain that more in the second book as well. The dinosaurs, and I think they touch on it briefly in the movie.
Yeah.
animals eat more plants that are lysine heavy,
Oh, I
and
see,
then
right.
the carnivores eat the herbivores, and
Right.
everyone gets as much lysine as they could ever want.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a whole lysine party out there.
Exactly. Of course.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Just once in a movie, I like to say, where are the circuit breakers? They're here. They're here near my hand. Oh, I've just flipped them. Saved the day. That was
When-
convenient. Like they might be in a real building.
But now you have to have them just go past the raptor fence,
Yep.
and then you'll
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pass the raptor fence with that's been torn open, you know you're going the right way. See, this doesn't look as good.
No. No, but we're already invested, so
It doesn't matter now, does
yes,
it?
that doesn't matter.
But this is the first test that's made Spielberg decide to make this with CGI.
Mhm.
Was they made skeletons of Gallimimus running,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "That's amazing fluid movement. Yeah, we'll do that instead of go motion
Uh-huh.
in your face or whatever."
Yeah, in your face, Go Motion.
Yeah.
In your face, the last Go
Phil
Motion
Tippett.
artist in the
Phil
world.
Tippett, that was his name. I know that because I. But also
Well,
like
Phil Tippett's been around for a really long time. That's
been
a
around ages,
recognizable
yeah.
name.
I think he's like did he do the Ray Harryhausen stuff?
Probably,
I
yeah.
don't know. But also he made them do like handheld shots like this.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like whenever you see a CGI dinosaur, it's just stagnant.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because
totally.
otherwise it's, you know when a CGI shot's going to happen because the camera's just,
Static, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is interesting because
boom.
oh,
That looks pretty
there was
good.
very little. There was very little innovation in terms of like that sort of thing up until maybe Star Wars Episode 2. Star Wars Episode 2 and Firefly had some like CGI zoom shots and stuff like that.
okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
from here up until then, you're right. It was just like you see a CGI thing and it's just sitting there in center
Yeah.
of frame, kind of thing.
But but this, I'm saying they didn't, they made it move.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're saying, but you're saying after this they didn't.
After this, they didn't. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get you. Awesome. Laura Dern hasn't done much after this, has she?
No, true.
She's in Jurassic Park 3. We should do a commentary for that next, Mason. Nah.
Nah.
This is the only one we can do it, isn't it?
Yeah. I've had my bloody fill of Jurassic Park. Let me tell you.
This is a good joke. Very good. It's a good joke, right?
Maybe they should though.
Hey, that'd be good. When the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the Australian government kills Johnny Depp's dogs. That'll be a dated reference for some people.
Oh, absolutely. Let me just get
Google
a small, ineffective gun.
Just one?
Yeah.
How many shells?
Like 2 or 3.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
You think he would have said the game hunter, or
Yeah.
whatever he is,
Uh-huh.
the security man with Samuel L. Jackson, to go turn the power on, right?
Yeah, yeah. You think you can.
I know I can. He actually can't. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Ian Malcolm like snatches
That's right.
the map away from him.
Oh, that's classic 80s sexism there. 90s, whatever this is.
Sexism, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's a man of the past.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Ian Malcolm doesn't look at it. Doesn't like a look at his face. He was just like,
Yeah, all you'd need is the amount of shells that are currently in that gun. You wouldn't need any more. You wouldn't, yeah. You wouldn't fill that thing on the top, which is pretty much where you put the extra shells in case you
Absolutely
need
it
them.
is.
You wouldn't fill your big safari vest with lots of pockets with extra shells. You wouldn't give Laura Dern a gun as
No,
well,
you
would
certainly
you?
wouldn't.
You wouldn't at all. No.
you could have put shells in your hat.
Put shells in your hats. Shells in your shorts pockets. That's why they're called cargo shorts. In this case, the precious cargo is shotgun shells.
Maybe his shorts, he's not wearing a belt, so they'll pull down his little shorts.
Oh, that'd be embarrassing for
Yeah.
him, wouldn't it? Yeah.
See, I never understood this.
Mm-hmm.
Why he follows them into the jungle.
Oh, 'cause
you
he's an
just
idiot.
Keep going, right?
No.
I guess not.
Because then they might have an uneventful morning. So, yeah.
Oh, this is why, because he goes after them. I was going to say.
I've got one shotgun shell. It's fine. This will not take more than one shot.
Do you think we should go back and get another gun? Nah.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Do I have to get back from this shed? No, you
No.
can just stay in there forever. Do you think they both could have made that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. She was not threatened at all in any way there.
She was fine.
Yeah.
There's a jump scare here which scared me when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah? Do you think it's going to scare you now? Bearing in
not.
mind, you know it's coming and you're an adult now. Let's see what happens.
See, why is Malcolm like, that's when you intervene?
Yeah, straight
Do you know
away.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's too many volts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm excited about for the new Jurassic World movie?
Yes, what's that?
First of all, someone throwing a stick against a fence.
Oh, yeah,
which
sure.
we're about to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
It'd be great
Yeah.
to see that again.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that wouldn't do anything.
No, you wouldn't see it at all.
Yeah.
That's not how electricity works. Yeah. You don't see it.
Also,
Oh.
you don't wrap your hands around it.
No, you back of the hand.
You're back of the hand, man. Come on, it's like testing a stove.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good joke.
Worth it. Worth it. Especially if you got electrocuted.
Oh, you dummy. What are you doing?
Yeah, stick your head through. Good work.
This is all very inconvenient. By the way, the power gets turned back on and Tim dies briefly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just like that video game we played. Do you
Ugh.
recognize the elements of the video game in this?
Darkness.
I can't-
Navigating a weird shed situation that I hate. Don't have any good weapons.
Outdated computer
There's
systems.
a dinosaur. Following some piping.
In your face.
Hmm.
It absolutely is. Get
It's
over the
definitely
fence.
Right. Get over the fence. Come on, guys.
High voltage rock and roll. So Samuel L. Jackson got in this room, right?
Yeah.
Because his arm, we see his arm. Or maybe it's not this room he gets into. Did you have liked to see like an alien type scene with Samuel L. Jackson being run down by velociraptors?
Yes.
Yes.
More than anything. Also, Goldblum, it's been at least a couple of hours. Button your shirt up, mate. Also, Laura Dern isn't there to impress anymore. So button your shirt.
You're
Come on.
right. Would you like to see a scene where she leaves the room and he buttons his shirt
Yep.
and then she comes back and he unbuttons
Yeah,
it?
straight away, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, we'll go. We'll fix the electricity. And then she's like, I forgot my keys. Oh, and he unbuttons his shirt real quick again. Yeah, that'd be great. And Hammond's like, come on, man.
Get it together. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. Oh, God.
Come on, you idiot.
I don't like any of this.
You know he's going to be fine, though.
I know, but like, come on. It's the last one. Of course it is.
Yeah.
For me, I would hit the perimeter fence first. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
I guess I wouldn't stop to read it, but
No, you just... And also, yeah, you wouldn't pause at all.
yeah.
Bang, 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 done.
Yeah. I mean, you got to flick a thing and hit
No, you
another
gotta
thing.
flick a thing, hit another thing, you're right.
Is this kid serious? God. I'd love to know how quickly this, like, that would kill him. I don't know anything about electricity.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming 10,000 volts would fry a kid.
Yeah, totally.
Don't tell him. Don't tell her that. Just-
He's fine. He's fine, but he's having a little rest, so we should leave.
yeah. Jump scare, this bit. It's still scary, Mason.
You were very scared just then, I can confirm.
My pants were already wet,
Mm-hmm.
just so we're clear. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So there's 8 of these things, are there? I don't know how that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's not important, is it?
not at all.
It's quite noticeable when you see these things become full CGI. Did she get hurt here? Oh, she's dragging that thing? Or is she injured?
She's dragging the thing, I think.
So she's not tethered to it anymore?
Maybe she is injured. Wasn't watching.
Do you know what I mean? Like, did she disconnect that? Or like...
Look, I don't know, mate. It's not the question. It's not the point.
It is the question, but
Okay,
you're right,
fine.
it's not the point.
Mm.
All right, here's the dumbest man in cinematic history.
Yep.
Let's see what he's up to.
So he's thinking, okay, so I've got one bullet. So
And
if I
there's-
fire it into the air to get their attention, when they all surround me, I can negotiate with them.
Like, he knows they're smart. He
Yeah.
tells a very long story at the start
Yeah.
about how they systematically test defenses for weaknesses.
Uh-huh.
And they probably know who he is.
Yeah.
Sweet stock.
Yeah.
Plenty of room for ammo.
Yeah.
Also, that's a shotgun. From that
Yeah.
distance with that, I guess it'd probably do some damage. I don't know how they make guns. How's that look? How's the lips? Look, it bites its head. His head. You see it do it. That's good stuff.
Didn't even fire a single shot.
No, I guess he didn't need any of those bullets.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Just leave him. He's clearly dead. So apparently with CPR, you're not doing it right unless you're cracking some ribs.
Exactly right. Once again, we did see the classic film San Andreas a couple of days ago, and yeah, there was no rib crack. There was a
No.
CPR scene, but there was no rib crack, and so you're right.
Didn't like that movie.
Mm.
I don't like comparing this amazing classic movie
Uh-huh.
that you love with San
I
Andreas.
think they're about the same.
They are not the same. That's
you're right.
ridiculous. This is pioneering, man.
Yeah, you're
San
right.
Andreas is nothing. It's built off the back of films that also aren't good. Sweet air. Do you think Alan Grant would learn to love kids after this? Do you think he'd go and have a family of his own?
I think he would, but then he'd always be complaining to his kids that they're not those
Jurassic Park kids?
They're the Jurassic Park kids.
Do you reckon he
exactly.
refers to these guys as the Jurassic Park kids?
Yes, yeah. My
Like-
Jurassic Park family.
Well, I can tell you what happens, because in the third movie, he comes back again, and they trick him into going on to the Site B island.
Uh-huh. Oh, is that 3?
That's 3, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause he's not in 2.
Okay.
And lo and behold, what is it? He's not together with Laura Dern.
Uh-huh.
Why is he out in the open? What's happening here? Run. What? Where are they? I don't understand this. I don't understand this.
That was a very unnecessary scene.
Yeah. But like, what was I going to say? Yeah, so they're not together, and
Uh-huh.
he doesn't have kids.
Right.
Which is weird, because the point of this movie is kind of, one of the points is that he learns to like kids, and
Right.
these Jurassic Park kids, as he
Yeah.
refers to them. These guys are actually in the sequel, though, briefly at the start.
Are they eaten?
No. No dinosaurs in this. You don't see them with dinosaurs in the second one. Look at that. It's like an Indonesian shadow puppet show.
Oh, yes.
You ever seen one of them?
No.
They're pretty boring.
Mm.
Also, did you know all these action scenes were actually made like claymation kind of versions of them?
Oh, yes.
And they're pretty much shot for shot what happens.
Did you make them?
I mean, I could. No, but they actually, so they framed them all out. And
Oh, okay. And then claymated them first.
yeah, exactly. And they had like, the raptors had like flickering lizard tongues.
Oh yes.
And one of the paleontologists who worked on the film
Yeah.
demanded that they take it off
Uh huh.
because it's not like real dinosaurs and whatever.
Interesting.
Wait, just two. How many are? Oh, so there's only three. I don't know. She looks kind of very Alan Ripley there.
Oh yes.
These things get smarter as the movies go on as well. In the third one, they're pretty much talking to each other.
In the
They're
third
like-
one, they're doing Alan Grant's taxes.
Exactly.
That's how they trick him. They give him a real good deal on like a tax rebate, and then when he goes to collect it, he opens the door, and they're like, "We're raptors," and he's like, "God damn it!"
You can see where they switched to CGI.
Mm.
That's not it. You'll know. Oh, these are guys in suits, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Not bad, eh?
pretty bad.
See, this is CGI.
See, that's better.
I don't think it's better.
I think in this circumstance, it is much better than that dude in a suit. Walking all bow-legged. Ridiculous.
You're bloody anti-suits, mate. That's your problem.
Yeah, I know.
No, this is the perfect blend. I don't know what you don't even know, mate.
I don't. Maybe I don't, alright?
Mm. Have you ever seen an ostrich up close?
Yes.
They have feet exactly like that.
Yeah.
They'll kick you to death. Though, have you ever? We have cassowaries in Australia, don't we?
Yes.
Which are pretty much velociraptors. They're very dangerous, like emu-size birds
Uh-huh.
that they'll kick you to death and then probably eat you. I don't know much about birds.
So you're saying Cassowary Park.
Yes.
Low-budget Australian film
That's right.
Cassowary Park.
Ladles. Always bloody, I don't know.
Why did it have to be ladles? That's his catchphrase.
So you think that's better than a guy in a suit?
Yes. See a guy in a suit do that. You couldn't.
No, you're right. But I think it's the perfect balance. If another ladle falls, I'm going to flip out. You know what look terrible? They make, there's mini Godzillas in the Godzilla 98. And they look
Oh, that's right. There is too, yeah.
atrocious.
Uh-huh.
They're raptors, essentially.
Yeah.
But they look terrible. My brother once did this exact thing that's about to happen.
Yes. He fled in terror from a velociraptor.
So basically, when he was like 4,
Uh-huh.
my older brother,
Oh,
what
yeah.
you like, he saw my dad in a mirror at like a Just Jeans, and it was like angled in a corner, and he ran like full pelt at it and just crashed into this mirror and hit the dirt. And he, oh man, my dad was like, yeah, it was, it was very like, it was tough to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
By tough, you mean hilarious.
yeah, tough, yeah.
Yeah. Parents really love that sort of thing when it happens to their kids, I
Boy,
think.
do they. See, that's a good attention to detail there.
Mm.
Do you see how the bloody fridge, like the freezer had slippery ice?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was open.
Mm.
What's the other one doing this whole time? Just standing back?
No, he's probably getting his business degree to do the accounting from
Oh no, he got
from
knocked,
3.
didn't he? Yeah, you're right. He's probably got his business degree. So good, great lip work. Some of the best. You could go to the door and just bang.
Yeah.
How many are there? Did they say 3?
Look, I don't know. What am I, some sort of velociraptor accountant? I don't know. I don't know numbers.
Put the gun to the bloody glass. She wouldn't leverage and whatever where she's sitting.
she's in exactly the wrong spot. Exactly, she would do nothing there.
Also, and somebody's pointed out, Tim could have got the gun.
Look, anybody could have got the gun.
Yeah, but
That's
he's
why
the,
guns are so great.
Yeah, but-
They're so sweet. Because anybody can use a gun.
but he's the only one not doing anything in
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
scene. Oh, I guess an alley.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? He's like, get the
Yeah.
gun. And Tim's just like, navigate this weird computer system that would have
Oh,
never
so good.
existed.
Yeah. It's fine. You just move. It's okay. I love flying. You know what I love? Performing a basic computer function by flying through a really elaborate city that represents the computer, you know? I love doing that.
What's wrong with desktop icons?
No.
Yeah. Ah, she found it. She's so good at computers. Yeah. He's lucky that he slams the door here when the door's locked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what if it locked and it was open?
Yeah.
Unless it was automated to shut and then lock.
Well, then you've answered your own question, haven't you?
Haven't I?
But I mean, based on the rest of the security system at Jurassic Park, it's very unlikely that it would be safetied like that. She did it. Her computer nerddom saved her.
Yeah.
Like a child in the 80s or 90s. Doesn't Jurassic Park 2 or possibly 3
Satellite phones.
have a child that saves the day because she knows gymnastics?
That is correct.
Doesn't
That
she
is in
fly and
part two.
kick a dinosaur out a window
Yeah.
or something? Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, right. See, there we go. You've proven my point, Jurassic Park.
3 shells?
Yeah.
You just shot 3 shells?
Oh,
Is
it's
that
jammed.
right?
Maybe it's jammed.
Shit gun then. You probably want to...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Get some guns that work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that man in a suit. Best I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene here where Lex falls. And it's actually
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun. Okay, that's a fun little. Yep.
visual thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's Gattaca. It's the DNA code.
Ah.
For whatever reason, it's being
No, I didn't get
Okay,
that.
and it's a genetically engineered creature. Anyway, it
Very
doesn't matter.
good.
Yeah.
This is that's not Lex, and they CGI her face when she looks up because the stunt lady looked up,
Oh,
so they replaced her face. You wouldn't even know that, would you?
it's real good.
That wasn't a man in a suit. Just so we're clear.
Oh, sure.
We're nearing the end of this amazing journey. I just wish I don't want it to end. If only there were 3 other movies. Now, this final scene, initially, Alan Grant was...
Again, I have no memory of this final scene. but
Okay,
here
so
we go.
basically the T-Rex comes out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
But Alan Grant uses the T-Rex skeleton like a marionette.
Oh, yes.
And he like crushes them. That was the original plan.
Wow.
And Spielberg's like, I think it would be cooler to have the T-Rex come back because it's kind of like the main character. So they changed it.
Yeah. He crushes them he's using a marionette.
Yes.
Weird.
I mean, you can see why they didn't include it.
Yeah.
Tim, let go. Break your legs. See you, idiot. She fell then. Anyway, like it looked like she let go. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Tim is yet again saved for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you, Tim. It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
So there's only 2, right?
Look, I don't know.
No, but
Could be
now
a
there's only 2.
million and two.
No, there's only
Oh,
2.
now there's only 2. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Were some of them shot?
One's in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
It comes out of nowhere. It makes no sense. I
yeah.
love it, but where did it come from?
How did it sneak in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it come in.
I guess the door's there. So I just
Yeah.
walk through the door.
Just walk through the door, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. Like, come on. Did it crawl in? Like, it would have made noise, right?
Yeah, exactly. Remember earlier when it was making footsteps and we heard a thumping noise that caused the water to
I
move?
remember.
Oh,
Very good.
a lot of people died.
So this is all CGI as well, Mason. And it looks sweet as, mate.
Alright, it's pretty sweet as.
Boom. This dinosaur shows up in the next one, this T-Rex.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's got the scars from
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Velociraptor. So
And it's
That-
going to be in
look at
Jurassic
that.
World, right? Is
yeah.
that still the same
Yeah,
one?
that's what I'm saying. It's the same T-Rex.
Right,
It says
right.
Jurassic Park, see? See that? Very good. Yeah, same bloody dinosaur. You excited for that?
I guess.
I reckon it's
I mean,
gonna-
I have grown up to love this particular T-Rex, so yeah.
But like, I reckon that thing's got to fight the new dinosaur, whatever it is.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And it's probably might save the day.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if
Because
you're-
ultimately it's a hero, even though
yeah, it
killed some innocent people.
Yeah. The lawyer, who was a bad guy. Get on the helicopter.
Push him off the cliff.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you realize the dream,
Yeah.
and then you blew it again.
Yep.
Where do you go from here? Space park?
Space Park.
Weird boobs, right? You see that?
No, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Looks like there's some weird padding going on there. This music is
Oh, look, through she's noticed that due to sheer exhaustion, all three of them have fallen asleep together, which is a sure sign that Alan Grant now loves kids and wants kids of his own.
Spoiler alert, like I said, they don't stay together.
Oh. Oh, boy.
She's a lot younger than him.
Mm.
At the end of part 3,
Yes.
this scene is... Because, you know, they're like, oh, because birds are like dinosaurs or whatever. The end of part 3 literally ends with, like, pterodactyls doing this exact thing, like leaving the island. And
Yeah.
Alan Grant's like, who knows where they're going to go? Life's a mystery or whatever.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, that's not good.
Probably like a disused warehouse or something. You know, just hanging out there like bats.
Yeah.
So, at what point does the world at large realize that dinosaurs exist?
Well,
is it 2? Because 2's got the T-Rex
Yeah,
in the
it's-
city or whatever it is?
Yeah, at the start of 2, Ian Malcolm's written a book
Yep.
about this experience, and
Uh-huh.
everybody else has been paid off.
Right.
So
right.
everyone thinks he's a loon because he did like the talk show circuit,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
everyone just thinks he's this lunatic, and because he refused to sign the confidentiality
Oh,
thing
I
or
see.
whatever.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So that's kind of cool. And
Yeah.
then the T-Rex comes into the city.
Right.
And so-
and what happens in 3?
3 is
Everybody knows that. dinosaurs
everybody
exist.
knows. Yep. But 3's not based on a book or anything.
Ooh.
So what?
Original content, Dangerous Waters.
Exactly. Joe Johnston did it, who did Captain America.
Yep. Okay.
And The Rocketeer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Designed Boba Fett. Yeah. He and basically they
He's been around a lot longer than I thought.
who?
Joe Johnston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They there's rumors that he's going to do the Boba Fett spin-off
I thought you were
movie.
going to say there's a rumours he's 1,000 years old.
there is a rumors he's a Highlander. Yes.
Yep. Okay, great.
No, that he. What was I going to say? So the third one is Sam Neill. No, a family.
Yep.
A couple. One of them's Taylor Leone, the other one's William H. Macy. Their kid goes missing on Site B because the idea
That's
is
an odd combination. That's an odd couple.
Yeah, well, they're divorced, did it?
All right. Yeah.
But they go, the kid's with his stepdad or whatever, and they go too close to the island, and something happens, and the
Right.
kid, everybody dies except the kid,
Uh-huh.
and then they go to Alan Grant, and they're like, "Listen, we're millionaires.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you give us a tour of Site B,
Yep.
we're not going to land. We're just going to fly over.
Uh huh.
We'll fund you for just name your price."
Sure.
Right. So he's like, I shouldn't because of Jurassic Park the movie.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So he agrees to go,
Yep.
and then they land. They knock him out, and
Mm-hmm.
and they land, and then they reveal, oh, heads up, we need you to help look after
You
our
had
kid.
one job, Phil Tippett, supervise those dinosaurs, and everybody died. I'm sure that's an old joke, but I love it every time.
Yeah, very good. And so when they land, they're like, oh, by the way, we're not really millionaires.
Oh, okay, sure.
We can't fund you.
Yeah.
And also, can you help us find the kid? And he's like, I don't know this place. And he's like, no, because you were on the island. He's like, this is a different island. So that's pretty great.
Yeah.
And then it's just him basically rescuing this kid with.
So it's essentially, it's less a story about dinosaurs, but more a story of Taya Leone and William H. Macy being massive idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that part of it. I love that scene where they're like, you know this place. And he's like, I've never been here.
Yeah.
It's so good. The movie's okay.
Yeah, sure.
But it's also got the scene where the Spinosaurus in the first 10 minutes, which is like the new big bad guy, it's a fin dinosaur, grabs the T-Rex.
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus.
Oh, Spinosaurus, sure. Okay, yeah.
And because it's got like proper arms.
Yep, uh-huh.
And breaks its neck. and then
Wow.
just drops it.
Huh.
And that upsets people because the T-Rex is like the bloody blah.
They've grown to
whatever.
love the T-Rex.
Yeah.
It's so lovable.
But it's a different T-Rex.
Right,
Because it's a
right.
different island.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming it's one of the two from the second one. Or one of the three. There's a baby one as well. So, but those movies are being kind of ignored for the third one. Sorry, for the fourth one.
Right.
So there's just like, there's 1 and 2 and 3 happen, but they're not really going to reference
Right,
them.
it's a little. It's Mad Max Fury Road.
Exactly.
It's kind of you
Sort of.
remember the last ones. Well, it's like that, but it's better.
Yeah.
So
I hope
as long as you didn't watch the original recently, perhaps with a commentary over the top, you'll think this one's amazing. But if you did, you'll think that it makes no sense and it's a weird mishmash.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to it though?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was convincing, right?
Yeah, no. It's obviously not something you're like super excited for.
Look, it's for me. I know for a lot of people this movie changed their life.
Yep.
And this is gonna be an amazing experience. But for me, it'll be a movie that has put the possibility of being pretty good. You
Cool.
know?
No, I'm with you on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like I this movie is amazing, but
Yep.
I don't need to see it ever again. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I know it pretty well and it doesn't always hold up, but it's amazing for what it did at the
Sure.
time. I guess we should have a word that people tweet to us as well, whether to see they've been listening.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? Phil Tippett Dinosaur Wrangler or something?
Yeah, just tweet us Tippett. Tippett.
Tippett.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tippett.
Hashtag you fired Tippett. Oh no, hashtag you had one job Tippett.
Yeah,
There we
awesome.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
And if you want us to do another commentary on something, let us know.
Literally anything ever.
We might do maybe Terminator or something because that's coming out, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Really good. Yeah, fantastic.
one of those Terminator movies. All right, well, I guess
We did it, I think.
we did
If
it.
somehow you've stumbled on us without listening to our podcast before, we have a podcast called The Weekly Planet. It's on iTunes.
Correct.
Maybe listen to that.
Maybe give it a
I
go.
don't know, talk about all sorts of
That's
stuff.
right. And
Yeah.
if you've downloaded this for free or you paid any money or you're a Patreon person, we appreciate it, regardless. And all the way that people say nice things
Yep.
and bad things sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes people
Yeah.
are mean.
Oh. We appreciate that too.
No, people are good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Real nice.
And also, let us know what you think. Do you think which is the best Jurassic Park, including the fourth one if you've seen
Should
it?
I watch 2 or 3?
Nah, I don't need to.
Thank you. Question has been answered. But if you have any other thoughts, Weekly Planet Pod at
Gmail
and Facebook and Twitter.
Mr. Sunday Movies on Twitter and
at Wikipedia Brown on Twitter.
sweet.
Yeah, that's
so
it. Yeah.
don't forget what was it? You
had one job, Tippett.
hashtag you had one job, Tippett. Anything else?
That'll do it, I think.
Let's bloody just I don't know. Let's go out.
All right,
Let's go
see you,
somewhere
mates.
else.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Grab that gem, guys. Bye.
Bye.